Well, that was a first. We've never had to pull a calf before.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
We had a crazy, exciting night.
Quite the night.
More excitement than I really wanted. But
it all turned out well.
It's all okay, yes. It was a blessing. We're very blessed, but it was a little bit scary there for a while.
Hairy.
A little bit, quite an emergency actually. So there would have been loss of life, I'm pretty sure, if we hadn't been...
Animal life.
Animal life, yes. Good clarification. Yeah, I don't think that that the cow or calf either would have made it if we hadn't been there. So anyway, we'll get to that. We got to milk our goats. The people are on their way.
Final milking.
Yes. The people,
they're on their way.
They're on their way to get them. So we're going to milk them one more time. We're going to save the milk for them to feed to the babies. That way they'll have it. So let's milk these goaties for the very last time.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna try to pull some tail hairs. I'm gonna try to pull some tail hairs from this guy because I got too many. Hold on, baby.
You got the bulbs? Yep.
Looks like it.
At least 20 to 40.
At a minimum. He didn't even flinch. So, anyway.
That didn't go as planned.
Yeah, that was all right though. It went pretty good. Since Cookie had a heifer calf.
Which we didn't tell them.
Nope, we haven't told you that. Well, we may have by now. We're not sure where this is going to be in the video. We're just gathering footage, y'all. So, Cookie had a heifer. Rusty's the father. Cookie is A2A2. We're not sure about Rusty, but we would like to know. We could check the heifer and see if she's A2A2, but we still wouldn't know about Rusty. We can check Rusty. He has a very good chance of being A2A2, and if he is, then we'll know the heifer is. Her name is Zara, which means radiant. So we figured it would be better to check Rusty to see if he's A2A2. Then we would know whether or not to check some of the other heifers or calves that we've had just to see if they are. So here we go.
If Rusty is A2A2, then we know for sure that the calf is A2A2.
Yes.
If he comes back A1, then it's a 50% chance that she's A2A2. And if he comes back A1, A2, it's an 80% chance that she's A2A2. I believe. Don't quote me on that. But if I read that correctly, that's what that means. So hopefully he's A2A2, and then we'll know for sure.
We got to mail
these
off.
That means that there's an 80% chance that Zinnia,
yeah.
all these Z names, that Zinnia would also be A2A2 because Gertie is A1A2. Does that make sense?
And someday we'll explain what A2A2,
It's
A1A2,
the milk protein. It's a big difference. All goat milk is A2A2, and some people who think that you can't tolerate cow's milk, turns out that they can't tolerate A1 milk, but they can tolerate A2 milk.
Yes.
So that's preference. But we have to mail this off to
UC Davis.
UC Davis, and we should know in about 3 weeks whether we have A2A2 or not.
We'll let you know.
Yep. What you got there, Jakey?
A baby cow.
Are you so happy? Mm-hmm. She's really sweet, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all, this video has been recorded over the course of a couple of days. The goats left day before yesterday, our Nubians. We still have our Nigerians. we are milking Cookie. So we have a story to go along with this.
We butchered chickens this weekend.
We butchered chickens.
It's been a very busy weekend.
Yes, a lot.
But yes, we do have quite the story to go along with the birth.
Yes, we do. So we're gonna bring Cookie in and milk her, and then we're gonna talk about this delivery.
Yeah.
So.
Her birth was exciting.
Very. More exciting than I wanted.
Yes. So Friday evening we had some friends over and we ate dinner and we were up in the garden for a really long time. It was almost dark. And so we came down and Kylie asked if she could go check on. They were getting Gertie to separate her. So they separated Gertie and Kylie said Cookie looked like she was off by herself and wanted to know if she could get Jack to drive her on the four-wheeler to go check on her because she thought she might be in labor. So we were like, and Kylie's very intuitive. She usually is right when she thinks something's in labor. So we were like, yeah, go check on her and let us know. So Kylie and Jack and our friends, a couple of our friends went down to check on her. And the next thing we know, they're telling us that they see feet. So she's pushing. She's in labor. And we're like, oh my goodness. So we all load up, tell the kids to be very quiet. We go down there and park and
because they've never seen a calf.
They've never seen a calf before, and Cookie's very, very calm cow. She's okay with humans being around her, so it was a good experience, good opportunity for them. So we get down there, and first I only see one hoof for a good while, and I was getting concerned that she wasn't positioned properly. So then I checked for a second hoof. And there was definitely a second hoof, and so I was like, okay, I feel another hoof, so we're just waiting to watch because you want to see two hoofs and the nose presenting like this because it's the position they need to be in to be born properly. So we're watching, and finally I start seeing the nose, and the ankles and the nose would come out, but then it would go back in. And this was probably a good 6 or 7 really good pushes, and there was no progress being made. And so Derek said, I was actually thinking, Derek said, do you think on the next push you should try to help? And I said, yeah, I'll see what I can do. And so my thoughts were if I could.
Because I was holding Cookie.
He was holding Cookie, so I could assist. So I said I would do that, and my thoughts were to be able to hold her progress. I didn't want to like pull, but just hold steady the progress she was making. So I was holding the hooves, and it became apparent after several pushes that I wasn't going to be able to help this cow. So Jack held Cookie, and Derek came back and pulled this baby. Pulled when she pushed, and he pulled with all his strength.
Oh, I was pulling as hard as I could.
This was a big baby, and I was like, well, if we can just get her head out, the rest of her will probably come on out. No, got her head out, came out to her chest. That was sticky. Pulled her hips were moving. Like she was really, really.
I had to pull all the way.
So we were like, this is a huge baby. And then
for a Jersey.
So Jersey calves are an average of 60 pounds, but they can weigh anywhere from 40 to like 72. And then Tarentaise calves are not big calves. I can't remember the average weight on them, but it's not that big. And Rusty's not thrown big calves. Ever. No. I mean, Gertie had Zinnia, who was small, and Buttercup had Zipporah. So I don't know.
We had Jimmy.
Yes,
Jerry.
She had Jerry out of him.
No problems.
No problems. So we're like, how in the world did this calf get this big? But she did. And you weighed her.
Yeah, we weighed her. 84 and a half pounds.
That's a big calf. Yeah. Big calf for a Jersey.
Especially for a Jersey, yeah.
It's a big calf. But
and Cookie's not a big Jersey.
No, she's not a big. She's not big. So anyway, all turned out well. Cookie was fine. Calf was fine. We stayed out with her, made sure she got up. We brought them up to the barn because they were way down in the field. Put out hay for Cookie up here. We gave her some Cal Mag with calcium magnesium gel just to give her a boost since she did have a little rough delivery. Gave her molasses water and waited and made sure the baby was nursing really well. And she was. So yeah. I was concerned when the baby was coming out that maybe it wasn't alive just because sometimes when you have such a big calf and they don't always make it through birth. And I'm thinking, oh no, our friends are here and all these kids are right here watching. This is terrible. And when she hit the ground, I heard her take a breath. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I was praying really hard. And yeah, so that was quite the excitement. And then she was fine. I mean, she's doing great out there. She's still on Cookie 24/7. So we're milking colostrum twice a day, just excess colostrum and freezing it because if you know anything about animals, they have to have colostrum when they're born, so it's kind of a good idea if you have a way to keep them on hand. to keep it on hand just in case you need it. So yeah, we've got her, and in a couple of days we're gonna give her about a week for the colostrum to clear out and the baby to get all of that, and then we're gonna start separating the baby and bottle feeding the baby so that we can then milk Cookie.
Yeah. That's never pulled a calf before.
Well, that was the first. We've never had to pull a calf before. We thought that we would wrap this up and tell you we had our exciting birth of the calf, and like we said, we butchered chickens this weekend. Super busy. We have a lot of stuff in the garden we need to get done this week. Anyway, we appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we hope that you enjoyed this video and our new baby calf. Did we tell you her name?
I don't think so.
I don't know if we even told you her name. Her name is Zara, Z-A-R-A-H, which means radiant. We had Z names this year, and so we've kind of used a lot of them, and I was trying to think of a good one, and I thought Zara was a very pretty name. So we have Zara, and she's doing great. And if you're not already subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a video. If you give us a thumbs up, YouTube will know that you're enjoying this, and please comment below. Let us know what you think. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yep. See y'all later.